the season's really picking up with a nice feature day at Durbanville on Saturday. Justin's got 20 runners and some nice runners as well. Justin, let's start in race 2. You've got Giacomo Pacini running very well.
Yes, the 8 out of 8 draw is over 5 furlong at Durbanville. Is a little bit of a you need a little bit of luck from the gate, but he's got a lot of pace. He's really doing well here in Cape Town. His soundness is so much better than it was, and I think he'll fight out the finish. There's obviously 1 or 2 very quick horses here, but I wouldn't be surprised to see him fight it out.
Race 3, you've got the 3. We'll start with Confrontational. Had the 2 runs up to 14 on Saturday.
This is a very strong race for a maiden handicap. There are a lot of nice horses here, but they carry the weights as well. So I think we're very well weighted here. I think this is a horse... He doesn't get the advantage of the handicapping yet, but I do think he's a horse that's run from some bad draws. He's been given chances from the back of the field. He's run on towards the end. He has a good draw here, rich free up. I wouldn't be surprised. If you're taking your quartets and trifectas, there's some horses that stand out here. Add him in.
Cosmic Event, fitter on Saturdays, had a run back.
Another one. I'll probably put I'll put a pair of scoops on him. Beautifully weighted, nice individual. Add him in.
And then you've got Garamond there as well, the Futura gelding, who you have said in the computer form probably watch for the future. Need a bit of ground?
Yes, and the draw, he'll have no chance from there in a way. He would have to be dropped out from there, and hopefully he'll run on. He's quite an aggressive horse at home, and a horse that I haven't quite figured out exactly where his level or talent is. But from that draw, I'm sure we'll give him a good chance. He'll run on. Quite
a few fillies in race 4. We'll start with Daisy Duke. Had the 3 runs, got a good draw.
Yes. Last time, not a great draw, dropped her out. She fought the rider the whole way. I tried a different bit and it was a disaster. Here, better draw. I'll make sure the equipment's correct. She should make a big improvement.
Scottys had the 4 runs up to 14 Saturday.
Yes, stuck into a mile. It was a little bit hard for her, back to a 14. All my fillies in this race are very equally matched. I don't think it's one of the most... It was a maiden split, not particularly the strongest race. Another filly that could run into the quartets and trifectas.
Filly that looks to have a chance has turned the page. Much better third last time out.
Yes, and not really bred for short distances back over this ground. Maybe the pick of the bunch, but as I said, it's very open here. She needs a little bit of luck from the 9 draw. If she gets it, she should go close.
And Tuscan has had the 3 runs, a likely improver.
Yes, as I said, I don't think there's a lot between her and Turn the Page. Think she'll run well. Got to go into everything. As I said, he has 4 fillies. There's not a lot in it.
Race 5, Catch Us If You Can. Only had the 1 run, but very green on that occasion.
Very green here again. I think she's cracked a bad draw. She'll be given a chance, and hopefully, she's by Camelot. She should improve with the extra ground. Maybe if she cracks a draw in her next start, maybe into the money.
Elsas Palace had the 2 runs up to the 14 and got a good draw.
There's no way she can be that bad. I'm sure she's going to improve on those last 2 runs. They're all in the soft ground. On the firm ground, I think we could see a better, more improvement from her.
And then you've got Jazzbella there. 2 good runs. Looks the one to beat here.
She is a nice filly, though. She's a good-looking Master My Fate. Expect a good run from her. But as I haven't galloped her, and this race will definitely bring on, but I still think that she should fight it out.
Race 6, Act Naturally, won her last start to over 12 and on going over the 14 on Saturday.
Yes. Here's another filly from the Natal season that I had up there with Jazzbella. The 2 of them, they're beautiful lookers. Oh, it was a waste of a season. It shouldn't saw the entire season. I've never had that happen, really. Just showing that they're immature. She's a filly that could be in the money. I haven't galloped her, but she is a beautiful individual. Tough field, though. Low weight will certainly help her.
Butterfly Beauty, there's dropping class for her. She must have a chance.
Look, when you're in Cape Town in the fillies race, I wouldn't say dropping class. I would say the opposite. I think this is stronger than the features she was in Cape Town. There's some nice fillies here. She is a nice filly. I took her up to Natal for one of those sales races. Could be the dark horse, but at the weights, obviously, it's going to be a bit tough. She really has to run at the top of her game to have a chance here.
Pucallpa in the same race. Good form and drawn too.
And he has a filly I think is well weighted. I think she's quite slung in a little bit. She's run in feature races in Cape Town and ran all right. She's a filly that if Sandile, I know he's been a bit sick this week, which is always a bit of a concern to me. He hasn't been at track work since last week with the illness. That does concern me. So we'll see how he feels on Saturday. And a horse that has to go into everything.
And then we move on, picking up to the big races of the day. In race 7, you've got Quintas Light, consistent drawn 4.
Yes, doing well at home. I think this is the right race for her. She in Natal, she had a 14 out of 14 draw with Warren Kennedy, chased around the field. She still ran a creditable race, and then into another race, she ran a cracker. First run back, she was odds-on favourite, and she got beat by Ciao Bella, which is interesting. The weight terms are probably worse off for her now against a filly like Tipsy Terror. Obviously, a lot of respect for the favourite. She's odds-on, and she's a very smart individual, but expect a good run from Quintas Light.
Let's move on to Tipsy Terror, because she really does look a progressive 3-year-old, got a nice lightweight here.
Yes, I'm not mad about the 7 out of 7. You're on the outside and doing very well at home. Her gallop was good. I think the danger to the favourite, just because she's still nowhere near where she might be in one day in the handicapping terms. So it's a lot of weight to give away to a young up-and-coming filly. Certainly the danger of the race.
And then Veronica Mars, obviously consistent and drawn well as well.
Yes, she's course and distance suited, which gives her a small chance. But you think up against some of these fillies, if they aren't all needing their runs too much, she could probably run into the money.
Race 8, the big one on the day, you've got Pomp Power. Now we know he's a classy individual, probably got to write off his July run. I know you had a few issues with him sort of pulling and things in Durban. I'm sure you've worked on that, and I'm looking forward to seeing him out on Saturday.
Yeah, he's a hard one. I mean, look, the July day was a disaster. Even going into the race, to be honest, nothing was going our way. He's a handfuler. Wow, he's a handful. And I just hope he comes through the race okay. That's more my concern. Drawn on the outside. If he can run on from a wide draw, we hope he runs well. But there is that factor. I'm doing everything I can to ensure that on the race day he's looked after and everything goes well. Tough field, but just hoping for something positive.
In the same race, you've got Speed Machine. His last win was over the 1400.
Yes, so I put him in a 5 furlong the other day. I wanted to come into this race very fit. It's his only chance, really, that the other horses are needing runs and coming back into the season. I wanted him 110% fit, which I do. Problem is he doesn't like firm ground. And at the moment, the track is very, very firm. Definitely doesn't suit him. And I'm hoping just the fitness gets him through the race and he runs a creditable race. A horse you can never count out. Classy type of horse. But as I said, if there was a bit of rain, it might have helped us, and we're just hoping for a positive run.
And then you've got Ozbob in the last, coming off a rest.
Yes, quite a competitive field, and he drew the widest, so we'll use it as a run to bring him on. Maybe one for punters to follow next time. Over 12.50, I'll drop him out. Just watch him. He might be winding his way through at the end, and next time to follow him.
Heritage Day was a fantastic day at the races, super crowd, and it went off really well. And I think we're in for another fantastic race day at the weekend with another feature.
I think so. I mean, this last weekend was a feature race, but nothing compared to what's coming to the racecourse on Saturday. So here we start the season's tough, hard racing, especially over these distances of 7 furlongs. It's going to be competitive, and we look forward to some very, very good racing.
Look forward to seeing you there. Best of luck.
Thank you very much.
Thanks very much to Justin SNAITH. A super day's racing ahead on Saturday. We've got the Diana, we've got the Matcham, lots to look forward to, and Justin's got a strong card of 20 runners.